Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Luigi and we are back in Sunless Sea. As you can see, I've fueled up, lowered my terror, although I should turn on my light. I managed to keep my terror low by pretty much just hugging coastlines and following beacons. Like I followed these beacons down across, over, down, then followed these beacons all the way through, around, over, all these beacons. And now we're here at Farkas. We won't be going back into visit Farkas, but we're going to continue on because there's still one more place. There's still this area here. And also, I did some reading, and apparently the eye from the trailer, I don't have it on this map, which is a shame, because that'd be a fun event. Oh, as you can see here, I lost some crew. I should have crewed up in London, because my terror got up to 90 on the way back to London, and I lost a bunch of crew, and I forgot to crew up. So, we're going east to finish up this map. And actually, yeah, that'd be it, except for Fallen London here and these little bricks here. I wonder if there's an achievement or something for filling up the map all the way. Sea of Statues is a long way to the northeast. We'll have to swing by that on our way back, though. Those trees look petrified down there. That's a shame we can't get this, Actually, we might be able to if I'm very careful. We have entered the Sea of Statues. Giants gape at us. Kingeater's castle rises ahead where fools give up their future. No, we're not going to be able to get rid of that. That's a shame. We discovered Vino's Rift. Blue lightning clouds at St. Aramis is dancing. The cry goes up. Whoops. Kingeater's castle to the northeast. To the northeast. Apparently. Banning Bluff. Oh, there's a whirlwind vortex over here. I'm going to go around. I was tempted to try to see if I could hug this here, but that must be discovered. Pitax Fury is the name of the vortex. This must be Kingeater Castle right here. And we don't want to go off the edge of the map because that's bad news. How far south does this take us? Yeah, that's good enough. Let's turn around. Discovered Upton. And now to Kingeater Castle. Let's take the long way around this, because I haven't actually had a chance to what was that noise I just made? I haven't had a good look at Kingeater Castle before, because last time we were here was by accident. This better not force me off the edge of the map. Oh, it doesn't. Interesting. It almost looked like a coliseum or something. Or no. Oh, what's it called? The Greek theater, the big famous one. can't remember. There's a name for it. No, I can't remember what it is. That's a shame. I think it'd be easier to get into the Kingeater Castle from the south, so we're gonna go back the way we came. And hope the sandstorm thing is clearer to the south, which it looks like it is. You know what's going to happen is I'm going to stop recording and I'm suddenly going to remember the name of this thing. Well, what this is reminding me of. Wonder what they called the port here. What is happening there? Interesting. You figure the ship would be lit up. Is there some sort of like smoke or something coming off this? That's an interesting effect. I see why it's called Kingeater Castle. The hands. Uh-oh. Let's try fleeing it. Lost one menace. We've gained terror. Great. Discovered Pennington. An old veracity lives here in the far reaches of the thie. An act of burning faith. We don't have that. You need terror 50 and terror no more than 99. Lose your mind. Offer your thoughts at the altar. Do not do this. Eat your crew. Not all of them will go easily. Do not do this. This will destroy all your crew and any human or near human officers. The struggle will wound or even kill you. Why are there all these options for do not do? Construct the Fulgent Impeller. Okay, the mechanic's secret. Unlocked with 40 Stygian Ivory and an element of dawn and a casket of sapphires. Under directions from the mechanic, your crew piece the slabs of black ivory together, as the ancients were said to assemble stone walls without mortar. Sometimes they must saw a piece in half or braid its sides to make it fit, but the work proceeds with this. We can't do this though. The work proceeds with a surprising speed. The impeller begins to take shape, a squat, heavily shouldered shape like a scarecrow built to resemble an engine. I don't think this is engineering anymore, the mechanic confides. Possibly it's witchcraft, but I don't really mind. He rubs his hands. Offer your stories, all of them? What is one more departure among so many? This will take you elsewhere at the cost of all your Z stories. Choose it only if you are desperate to be somewhere else. Compile. Well, we have lots of fuel. Compile a report for silence, desolation, the sense of an impending and terrible mistake. Everything is horrible. It's not really an appropriate title for a formal report, is it? Let's find something a little more clinical. Is there any shops? Okay, this is the guy who built us the thing. No, this is the guy who built it, isn't it? Let's see. Can we talk to this guy? Charming ship you have. Yes, tell me something of the lines you have seen. That is good. Yes. Let me tell you of the Z. You have gained a new Z story. So, is this it? Well, time to depart. Time to make our way back to Fallen London to hand in these port reports. Oh, and this time I need to make sure not to claim the rewards, because currently I have no way of talking to the admiral. I can talk to that diplomat lady, but I don't trust her. Oh, there's one more place here we want to visit, if we can get to it. Sea of Statues to the northwest. Let's click on that. It's interesting. It's almost like someone, giants, I should say, drowned here. Sea of statues. Okay, it's just the hands. Okay, now where do we want to go? The closest place is the Shelinet. I haven't been there in a while. And if we can go from the Shelinet, we can swing up to Khan's Shadow, buy some souls with my remaining money. Check the spy to see if he needs anything, then make our way back up to Fallen London. Let's do that. I wonder why this is stuck on. Here's the Shelinet. Another Zeke corpse afloat, so much carrying we approach the Shelinate. What kind of beast did they kill for it to be this size, I wonder? And let's come into dock. So that was an interesting trip to the Kingeater Castle. Didn't learn a lot, but apparently if we want to build the impeller engine thingy, we need to head there. Sure, leave it at the Shelinet. Tame to Doom Monster Hunter. Compile a report. Sure. Someone is crying unusual wares. Follow the sound. When memoirs, glory bones is nothing. Oh, we need a hunting trophy. That scrawny man squats beneath an awning of a gant-colored white whaleskin. Bring me your tales, he cries. Tales for the bone. Pay the chronicler to inscribe a sea story onto a hunting trophy, and you'll receive an outlandish artifact. Oh, that's not worth it. I find them. So we want to go to Khan's Shadow next. Actually, I don't need to use the Z-Bat anymore at all, as we've discovered everything. Like, I mean, everything. Oh, this part? Oh, okay, that cleaned itself up at least. Yeah, that is a one complete map. Just for those little blotches around London. Hopefully I can get rid of those. I need to try. Because having a complete map would be quite satisfying. And I think next episode, a guy wants to make a trip up to Frostfound, I think. Or the Avid Horizon, one of these. He wants to go over here. To one of these 3 places here. So I think we're going to... And we have a ship big enough to store all the cargo he needs, so we're going to do that. And see what happens. I think... Well, who was it? It was the guy who... It wasn't the... Antiquarian, it was, what was his name? I can't remember his name. We'll find out next episode, probably. Or maybe this episode if I can get to London in time. My terror's already at 44. What is this place? Oh, okay, it's just some random temple in the middle of nowhere. I feel as if this story event should unlock a port right there. That'd be kind of interesting if Lon dynamically changed. Nope, we're not going to fight the eel. A hiss of horror from the lookout. The glim lamp at the front of the ship is sputtering and arcing, fizzing with blue light as you watch. The blue fades, but it's not a good omen. There's a perfectly natural explanation, and we've read this before. How many secrets do we have? What was the one thing I wanted to get up? I wanted to get my pages up. Do I have a guy? I think I have someone to talk to get my pages up. Bales, hearts, iron, hearts. Gunnery officer? That's iron. First officer. Increase our mirrors. Nope. The cook, maybe? Increase our hearts. Nope. A surgeon. A cure for... Alright, we need to get some mutter salt and figure out where the hell we get a docile Blemmin again. Increase our hearts for her again. I don't have anyone that increases pages, do I? Chief Engineer. Increase our veils. And the final, the moment of truth, the satisfied magician. Can we talk to him? Increase our veils. Nope. How do we get our pages up, I wonder? That'd be something. That's something I need to figure out. Because my pages is lacking behind, but we can actually increase our veils. That's not veils. Who was it for veils? They were up here. There we go. How many secrets I have? 6? Yep. Let's get that up to 50. And here we go. Very far off, someone screams. Great. Khan Shadow, the floating city. It actually looks like there is a solid part to it. And it just, the boats are just kind of coming off it. Don't run into the boats, I'm not getting added to this thing. The Salt Steeps. This is the domain of the Kingeater whose ancestor came here long before London fell. I wonder if this Khan is actually like the Mongol. I wonder if these guys are actually Mongols. We haven't seen any pictures of them or anything, so I don't know. Report for free stuff, of course. Let's buy a bunch of souls to sell to devils, because that's human. And that is a morally. What's the word I'm looking for? The mile breaker, fuel efficiency 10. Right, we already have this thing. Captivating treasure. And off to check on our spy network. And I think that'll wrap up this episode. Next episode, we will be back in Fallen London to prep for an expedition north. As it's time to start wrapping up some of these stories I've started. What about this? Does this chick have an officer? A story? Not that I've unlocked. This guy's story is interesting. We need to, Principles End. What was the Principles End thing? Journal. Right, here we go. That's the impeller thing. The coral is changing. It's this thing, yeah. What is this? Oh, that's the udder shrew. I thought that was some sort of monster down there. Hold capacity 81. Well, this was productive actually. These last 2 episodes. Finished exploring the map, and next episode we're heading north for an adventure. Khan's Heart. Time in the tea house. Find out what our spies need. Your cunning is required. High risk challenge. Let's give it a shot. Sweet, we did it. If you ever want to retire from sailoring, offers one spy, you found your niche. Perhaps it's flattery, but you've done well tonight. You've gained a Khan's Heart, new total 6. We now have moves in the great game. We've succeeded in a Veils challenge and Whispers in the Shadows. What's this? Bait. We don't need vital intelligence. That's hard. Harder than the last one. Choose another mission when you come back, usually, but not always a different one. It will cost something awaits you. Great. I wonder how we can get our suspicion down, because I can't go because I'm not allowed to go shopping anymore because of my suspicion. Yeah, regret my lady, your name is entered the list of cause for concern. Excuse me, turns aside to speak to a serious woman in dark glasses. Now is the time to leave. So yeah, I can't use any of the markets here anymore because, well, like I said, My suspicion's too high, so I need to find a way to drop my suspicion as well. But that's going to have to wait for another episode. I'll see you guys in the next one, where we will be heading north for adventure and glory. Hopefully, and not terror and panic. Those are the same thing. Terror and pain, I guess? Well, terror and death. Let's go with that one. So, bye. I'll see you in the next episode.